Toni Kroos has just announced his retirement, and so it's the perfect time to replay his entire career from the very beginning. We've given him his FIFA 8 overall and potential, which by the way was 64. At the age of 18, okay, that's acceptable, but he did have a decent potential of 88. But of course, our goal in this video is to surpass Toni Kroos' potential, get him to a 99 overall before he retires. But not just that, we've got 4 more challenges that are themed around Toni Kroos' illustrious career, like winning possibly 6 Champions Leagues. In real life, he might do it, and we're gonna attempt to make it happen today. Getting 154 assists. You might wonder why that number. Well, 153 is the current career total assists he's got. So of course, we're gonna try and surpass that. Winning 3 different league titles. If I'm not wrong, Kroos has won the Bundesliga and La Liga in real life. He's gonna have to add another one to it. But the big one is getting Toni Kroos a Ballon d'Or, which might be the hardest challenge, because like in real life, the game does not recognize midfielders, so we might need to get Kroos to a 99 overall to make it happen. Okay, but first of all, our goal is to get Toni Kroos to a decent overall, because at 64, he ain't doing too much. The thing is, Kroos is already at an incredible club, Bayern Munich. This is where he started his career, and I think playing here for a few years will get him a lot of trophies, but not right now. He's not getting in the first team. Do you know what? The Champions Leagues, the Ballon d'Ors, all of them can wait. We need to focus on developing Kroos right now, and for that, I think loaning him out is the best play. Even in real life, Toni Kroos was loaned out to, I think, Bayer Leverkusen for a few years. But let's see what kind of clubs come in for Toni Kroos. Ooh, we've got a Turkish club coming in, Başakşehir, but nah, this isn't giving me the right vibes. I definitely want to keep Toni Kroos in the top 5 leagues, and yep, another offer from Turkey. There's a lot of demand for him. Okay, now this is interesting. Clermont Foot. I'm pretty sure that's a French club. Oh, and they actually play in Liga. Okay, I'm being real. Toni Kroos is not going to have a chance to win Liga, that's for sure. But playing week in, week out at a top 5 league club, that's what he needs. Today's video is sponsored by VEXT, who recently released their brand new F1 Predict game. The Predict game involves making weekly predictions on your favorite sporting events like Formula 1. Players are awarded points for correctly predicting the answers to each of the questions. Prizes are then distributed to the top 10 players who score the most points in each game. And this weekend is the Monaco Grand Prix. And you can play the Predict game for free. But yep, the Predict game is powered by the VEXT token, and this is just the start. There's a lot more coming. There's also free games available now for both Formula E and Indy 500. You can also learn more about what VEXT is. All links will be in the description. I cannot believe I'm sending Toni Kroos, a player who's won everything in this sport, to Liga to play for Clermont Foot. But hey, this version of Kroos is just starting out his career, and I guess he's just gonna have to deal with it. This is probably the worst bunch of players Kroos has ever played with in his career. To be fair though, he's the lowest rated out of them lot, and I think he's gonna have to even work for his starting spot. First season though at Clermont Foot, I just want to see Kroos' overall go up and also maybe get a few assists. For that, we are giving him a playmaker development plan. We need to get his passing stats as high as possible. It should be illegal for Kroos to have 65 passing. Time to see what the German sniper can do in Liga. But okay, the first season for Kroos a bit underwhelming. Only a couple of assists, scored a couple of times. But yeah, I don't think he got that much of an opportunity. I think it's maybe because of his base rating was so low. The good news is though that he's up to a 67 overall, a bit of healthy growth there. Well, the bad news is that his team has gotten relegated and is going down to League 2. The good news is that Kroos does not care because he's back at Bayern Munich. Well, the bad news is that we're gonna have to loan him out again. He's actually gone up by another rating up to a 68 overall, but that's nowhere near enough to be a starter at Bayern Munich. Do you know what? This time I'm gonna try and look for maybe a long-term loan spell for Kroos, because I think that's what he needs. A bit of continuity at another club. And okay, Kroos has got a loan offer from Getafe. Funnily enough, if Kroos accepts this, he'll be heading to Madrid. But of course, not to Real Madrid. To the other side of the town, playing for Getafe. And Getafe are in La Liga. This makes a lot of sense. And so for the next couple of years, Toni Kroos is making Madrid his home by joining Getafe. But you know what? This loan spell needs to work for Kroos, because the last one was a bit iffy. We're getting through the season and we need to see some solid growth from Kroos. Finally, we're seeing Kroos' potential. He's had a solid season at Getafe, 6 assists, up to a 72 overall, and he's helped Getafe finish mid-table. And looks like Kroos' second season at Getafe is even even better. Up to a 77 overall. He's finally got a respectable passing stat of 82, but still needs to get a lot better. Although his stats were still a bit meh, only 4 assists this season. But that's because he's playing for a really bad club in Getafe who are about to go down. But Kroos ain't going down. He's actually back at Bayern Munich because his loan spell is done. And yo, we're in 2026. It's the World Cup. But look at that. Almost everybody at Bayern has been picked for the World Cup except Kroos. I guess in a way it's good for Kroos that Germany got knocked out in the round of 16. But we need Toni Kroos at the World Cup 2030. And for that, he's gonna have to make himself a starter here at Bayern. Wait a minute. What has just happened? Kroos' release clause has been met. Roma have agreed to pay the £8.4 million release clause. Is this actually happening? Bro, he's actually leaving Bayern on a permanent deal. I was not expecting this, especially after spending 3 seasons developing his overall. But I guess at Roma, Kroos can probably play week in, week out and get even better. I don't know if this is the right move. By the way, guys, if y'all think we can get Kroos to a 99 overall, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. Okay, I can see why Kroos made this decision here at Roma. I think he's going to be a guaranteed starter. But guys, look at our challenges. We need Kroos to win Champions Leagues, league titles. I don't know if Roma is the club. Do you know what? Maybe not getting picked for the World Cup was kind of Kroos' reason that, he needs to go elsewhere and make a name for himself. I mean, it's a risk, but fair enough. And looks like the decision to join Roma has paid off because Kroos is up to an 82 overall. And he's at his best season assist-wise, getting 12. Played almost every Serie A game too. The only problem playing for Roma is that his trophy cabinet is gonna be pretty empty. But you know what? You never know with Toni Kroos. Wherever he goes, he wins. And let's see what another season at Roma entails for him. And look at that. It's another solid season of growth for Kroos, up to an 85 overall. But yo, what are these stats? 30 assists and 11 goals. Bro, that literally makes him the top assister in the Serie A. And no way he's helped Roma win the league. That is actually crazy. This is something he's never done in real life, by the way. Winning the Serie A, it actually helps us with the challenges too. I told you, man, wherever Kroos goes, he just somehow wins. We're now 5 seasons into Kroos' career. And if you look at the challenges where we're not making any progress is the Champions Leagues. But that though, I don't think Kroos can do it at Roma. But you know what? I think he's fulfilled his story at Rome. And it's time for Kroos to join a club where he can win the big trophies. I'm actually curious if Bayern will come back for Kroos, and we have a first offer. Aston Villa though, nah. Kroos is 86 rated. He needs to be joining a Champions League winning club. Napoli is good, but it's the same as playing for Roma. Okay, PSG has definitely got my interest peaked. That's a club whose only ambition is to win the Champions League. And also winning Liga should be guaranteed, so it should be a different league title for Kroos. And I think a few years in Paris could do Kroos some good. The funny thing about this transfer is that Kroos is probably the kind of player who hates a club like PSG. But hey, we've got Champions Leagues to win, and this is the biggest club that came in with an offer. And I think we made the right choice because Kroos has joined a super team. He's got Camavinga, Militao, and of course, Kylian Mbappe alongside him. Time to see if Kroos can get his first Champions League. No surprises here as Toni Kroos ends up winning Liga, and that helps with the challenges. And he was the top assister at PSG, but not as insane as last season. Oh, but he's also becoming more of a goal scorer, 15 goals for him. And at the age of 24, we've got him to an 88 overall. The big one, though, is the Champions League, and PSG have had a stinky start, second in the group. They did knock out Leverkusen. Oh, but they fell to Barcelona. 6 seasons with Toni Kroos now, and he's yet to win a Champions League. Maybe next year will be better. And now it's starting to look like Kroos is hitting his final form. Second season at PSG's up to a 91 overall. Oh my days, this might be his best individual season. 23 assists and 21 goals. Bro, from midfield, he had 44 goal contributions. Kroos' career assist total is now on 88, which is crazy. But the big one is the Champions League, and he has reached the final. And funny thing is, it's against Real Madrid. If PSG want to win the Champions League, they need Toni Kroos. And is he going to do it for them? Yes, he is. That's Champions League number 1 for Toni Kroos. Also, I think we should be getting some Ballon d'Or shouts for Kroos. He's had a 20+ goals and assists season. Won the Champions League too. And okay, looks like we do have the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Kroos might actually win it. Oh, wait. It's Kylian Mbappe. No. Kroos didn't even finish top 3. Bro, for a midfielder to win the Ballon d'Or, it's just gonna be impossible. Maybe for that, we need Kroos to get closer to a 99 overall. And okay, Toni is getting closer closer to that 99 overall, up to a 93. Bro, at the age of 26, this rating is crazy. He's gone well beyond his best ever FIFA overall, and he's put in another solid season with 21 assists. Bro is loving life, stat padding in the Liga right now. And would you look at that, he's made it to another Champions League final. Oh my days, Mbappe suspended for the final. Kroos is gonna have to do it himself. He's gonna lead the team in this final, and he's got them the Champions League trophy. And yo, I think he got an assist in the final too. We're at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Surely with Mbappe not playing the final, it's gonna be Kroos. Again, not nominated even. Mbappe wins it. Bro, is it even possible for a player like Toni Kroos to win the Ballon d'Or? At least we've now got Toni Kroos to the same overall as Kylian Mbappe, 95. This season, he's converted into more of a goal scorer, only 7 assists. And PSG got knocked out in the Champions League. Do you know what, guys? We're now in our 10th season with Toni Kroos. His contract's expiring at PSG. And I think this PSG team is on the decline. I mean, just look at Ousmane Dembele's rating. And if you look at our challenges, we still need Kroos to win a different league title, maybe La Liga. Also, 4 more Champions Leagues. And the Ballon d'Or. And I think there's only a few clubs where he can achieve that again. So, we're putting Kroos on the transfer list. I'm hoping Real Madrid come in with an offer. It would be just perfect. We get an offer from AC Milan. Now, it's a really good option, but it's not Real Madrid. Now we're getting an offer from Inter. And by the way, I remember seeing these guys do really well in the Champions League. In a way, it would be betraying Roma. Plus, Kroos has already won the Serie A. It doesn't make sense. As we get through the window, I'm starting to feel that we're not going to get an offer from Real Madrid. It just seems like the Spanish clubs aren't interested in Kroos. The Premier League then would be another really good option. But again, I don't know if an offer is going to come from there. And okay, an offer has come from the Premier League from Arsenal. Guys, I don't think there's any point waiting for Real Madrid. The offer is just not coming through. Arsenal are in the Champions League, and let's just take a look at their team. Okay, they've got Osimhen up top. Bukayo Saka still there. A decent goalkeeper. Ødegaard. Scalvini at the back. Nah, this Arsenal team is actually really decent. And so the decision has been made. Arsenal is Toni Kroos' next destination. I don't know if this is the club that can get him a Ballon d'Or, more Champions Leagues. It's a bit of a risk, but hey, what can I do? Real Madrid were just not coming in with an offer. You know what, guys? Shining at Arsenal would probably give Toni Kroos the best chance at a Ballon d'Or, so I think we've made the right choice. But let's see what Toni Kroos can do in his first Premier League season. Okay, why did I think joining Arsenal would be a good idea? 5th in the Premier League. How would other Leeds United won the league? And yo, Arsenal actually came close in the Champions League semi-finals, but next season they won't even be in it. Okay, at least Toni Kroos is going up in his rating up to a 96. He should be the highest rated player in the game right now, and he put a decent season getting 12 assists. Kroos is literally now just 25 assists away from breaking his all-time assist record from real life. But you know what? We're not going to continue Kroos' journey at Arsenal. They're not even in the Champions League this season. Man, this was a failure. I should have known better than sending Kroos to Arsenal. We're putting him on the transfer list again. You guys know which club I'm hoping that comes in with an offer. It's of course Real Madrid. But I don't know, in career mode, I feel like getting an offer from Real Madrid is just so rare. And look at that. We've got PSG trying to get Kroos back. But thank you very much. We're not going back there. But yo, we're on transfer deadline day and no more offers have come in for Kroos. Bro is literally going to be stranded at Arsenal if we can't find him an offer. Bro, I'm willing to accept anything. I don't know why I rejected that PSG offer now. We could have just gotten out of Arsenal. No way, man. I feel bad for Toni Kroos. He's stranded at Arsenal for another season. And this is the problem of being at Arsenal. No chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. Bro, Arsenal are literally ruining Kroos' career. Another season of 5th in the league. They even got knocked out from the Europa League. And yo, Kroos was literally their top scorer from midfield. Nah, he was carrying them. 8 assists too. But nah, enough is enough. We need to free Kroos from Arsenal and save his career. He's gotten up to a 97 overall, but he's 29 years old. He's only got a few years of his prime left. We gotta make it count. Okay, but first there's the 2034 World Cup. Kroos' final chance of winning the ultimate prize. And okay, Germany with Kroos got out of the group, knocking out Belgium on penalties. Then France on penalties. 2-0 against Morocco in the semis, and Kroos has lost the World Cup against Czech Republic? Bro, he even had an incredible World Cup, scoring 3 goals and getting a couple of assists. I feel bad for Kroos, man. Losing a World Cup final, staying at Arsenal for a couple of seasons. We need to free him. And okay, we do get an offer from Manchester City. Do you know what? I think we have to take this. Waiting for Real Madrid is just not going to work. City's the perfect club to be at to win maybe the Premier League, more Champions Leagues. And we've successfully saved Kroos' career. Playing for Man City might actually help us complete all the challenges. Also, to give Kroos the best chance of maybe winning a Ballon d'Or, I've converted him to a cam. And I think that works out really well for him in that position for Man City, because he could probably assist Haaland and Foden quite a bit. We're getting through the season and we need to see Kroos with a solid season in the Prem. And just one season of being at Man City has got Toni Kroos a Premier League medal. I'm so glad we left Arsenal. But with that, we've completed our different league titles challenge, and it's the first challenge we've actually completed. It took us 12 seasons though. What about the Champions League? Of course, City have topped the group, through in the round of 16, quarterfinals as well, knocking out Leeds United and in the Champions League final. This could literally be number 3 for Toni Kroos. Can he actually pull this off? Another Champions League, and he's the one to score the winner. That is just perfect. And yo, it's a treble for City, and here's Kroos chilling with the Champions League, number 3 for him. And yo, everything's coming together for Kroos because he's up to a 99 overall. We've made him literally the greatest player in FIFA. That's another challenge ticked off. Also 12 assists this season, 28 goals. I think making him a cam was a great decision. He's on 151 assists. We just need 3 more. Do you know what? Kroos is higher rated than anyone else in this team. We might have a midfielder finally winning a Ballon d'Or. I swear if it isn't Toni Kroos taking home the Ballon d'Or, this game has got something seriously wrong. No, he's not even nominated. It's Erling Haaland. I cannot believe this. Well, at least Kroos has another solid season with 7 assists. With that, we've ticked off the assist challenge. But it looks like no Champions League again for Kroos. Do you know what? We've only got a couple more seasons left before career mode shuts. Because, yeah, we can only do 15 seasons. We're not going to hit the 6 Champions Leagues mark. That is just a crazy total that Kroos can probably do only in real life. But what we can do is try and get him a Ballon d'Or. Here's how. I've converted Kroos to a centre forward. Now, because of that, his rating has dipped down to 97, but it doesn't affect the challenge. We've already got him to a 99 at one point. We're going to play him in a weird position in behind Haaland. It's time to see if that's enough to get Kroos a Ballon d'Or. Wait, who is this? Bayer Leverkusen's random player has just ended up winning the Ballon d'Or. Who's this guy? Rafa Gutierrez. He's also a centre forward, but it's like 7 ratings below Kroos. Okay, Kroos has had a reasonable season as a centre forward, but this is not his position, so, well, as you'd expect, he's not doing all that great. And he's 32. He's starting to go down. Next season's going to be the final one. One last Ballon d'Or ceremony. Either we get Kroos the Ballon d'Or, or no, he's not going to win it. No. The Ballon d'Or cutscene didn't play, and that means it's somebody else that's won it. It is just impossible to get a midfielder to win it. And Kroos' decline has begun. I don't think he's winning it again. But hey, we gave him an incredible career, playing for a multitude of different clubs. Just it's the Ballon d'Or that was missing. Maybe in real life he can win it. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, click here to watch me replay the career of Angel Di Maria.